hello, good evening everyone. Tonight, or we are tasked to choose between the two delivery modalities, which is the face-to-face and blended learning. So we choose the blended learning, specifically the online lab. So in order for us to demonstrate it, Kuya Roland will act as a teacher and the others will act as the student. Kuya Roland, muna po.
Okay na. So, good evening everyone.
Good evening, sir.
So we are on to the unit 4 of our subject. So before we start, may I ask any one of you to please recite a short prayer? Wayne, can you lead the prayer? Kahit short prayer lang.
Okay, guys, let us pray. Our Father who art in heaven, holy be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sins against us, as we forgive. Amen.
Thank you, Wayne. So, as I've said a while back, we are on to the unit 4 of our subject. So, what comes first in your mind when you hear about global migration? Anyone in the class who wants to recite?
Sir, can I try to answer your question?
Yes, I may.
Sir, the first thing that comes up in my mind is that when we say global migration, it is moving from one place to another. The freedom to move is so precious that is protected human rights, sir.
Thank you, Cesar. So, as Cesar said, global migration is the movement of people from one place to another. And did you know that there is two types of global migration? And the first one is internal migration. So, when we talk about internal migration, it is the movement of one place to another within the country. So, the best example for this is when Wayne is from Cagayan and he wants to transfer from Cagayan to Ilocos. That is when we call it internal migration. So the second one is international migration. It is the movement of one country to another. So when we say international migration, this is when a certain individual wants to move from one country to another. Like for instance, you are from the Philippines and you are moving from Singapore. So that's the best example for international migration. And there is this two form of international migration, and the first one is immigration. Can I ask any one of you to please read what is immigration? Anyone who wants to read?
Sir, may I?
Yes, you may, Mr. Wayne.
Immigration. Movement into or entry to the particular country for permanent settlement. Immigrants enters a country.
So, ano yung sa binasa mo, ano yung naintindihan mo about immigration?
Sinasabi dito, sir, yung papasok ka sa isang country, sa isang particular na country, para mag-settle.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, the second one is emigration. So, this is a movement outside or exists from a particular country with the intention of not returning. Emigrant leaves a country. For instance, Allen, when you have decided to want to move out from the Philippines at gusto mo transfer in Singapore and you don't have these plans of returning anymore in the Philippines. So that is an example of emigration. So there are these two factors of migration. Bakit nga ba nagmamigrate ang isang tao out of their country? Ano yung naiisip nyo? Bakit nagmamigrate yung isang tao sa ibang countries?
It's either for good or naghahanap sila ng mas malapit na yung pagtatrabahuhan, ganun po.
Yeah, that's the best example, Trisha. So any other ideas? Wala na. So, number one is push factor. Any human or nature factors that attract people to leave the place or country or they are out of their country. So, yun nga. May question ako sa inyo. Why do most of the Filipinos wants to move out from their country? Ano yung rason nila bakit sila na-move out of their country?
Sir, kailangan nila maghanap ng trabaho, sir.
Yeah, that's
Sa laki yung I mean,
yeah, very good guys. Yun nga, they're moving out of their country for opportunities. Mali mo, dito sa Philippines kasi, hindi naman sa minamaliit natin yung Philippines, but limited yung opportunities na nandito. Di ba? Tama ba ako? So the second one is pull factor. Any human or nature factors that attract people to live in a new residential area or location close to a new country. So that's it for tonight, class. I hope you've learned something about our discussion and be ready to check your JCs and I will just forward the recorded video lecture of the remaining discussions on our topic. So, good night and have a nice day, everyone.